Welcome, leadership. Welcome. How are you, leadership? Are you good?
No, we're good leadership. We're good. How are you on your side?
I'm good. We're gonna go straight to the point. We're gonna go straight to the point. I think we should start with BTC.
Yeah, we can start with that one. It's fine.
Yeah, let's start with BTC. Okay, let's start it from the bottom. Let's start it from the bottom, from monthly. From monthly, start it from the bottom, from monthly. I think this is where the impulsive move started. Uh, Pull back, respecting that previous area, right? And then they started to make another impulsive move. And then we've seen some reaction right there at the top with some candlestick formations. Then they come back to retrace back into this area, right? And then as they are making an impulsive move going back, I believe that they're just going back to retrace into this area. Then they start dropping down. But we cannot conclude that yet until we've got the candlestick formation. So I'm currently loving what's happening here on Bitcoin, on this candlestick, on the current candlestick that we are looking at, because there's a little bit of a rejection that is happening, right? Can you see that, leadership?
Yes. The top one, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a rejection that is taking place right there. Yes. So I'm loving that because if this candlestick close below, close a little bit lower, that would be another confirmation of a bearish harami. Or we might get a gravestone
Mm.
doji. I don't know. We will see. Uh, Please don't forget we're going to spend 6 minutes uh,
on each pair.
on each
On each
pair.
pair.
So you guys must tell me how many pairs, how many minutes we've already spent, right? So yeah, and then this is what we're gonna be looking at on daily. Let's look at the EMA. The EMA is still trading above from the market, but it will be nice if we could also get that confluence from the EMA that it's trading above the market, right? But it's not yet happening. So I think we still have a little bit of wait that must take place. We must exercise a little bit of patience on this pair. So yeah, let's drop down to weekly quickly. As you can see on weekly, we've got this M pattern, equal highs right there. And then we've got that neckline that took place at that particular area. What do we want to see here? We want to see the market rejection completely from the weekly time frame, from the weekly candlestick, which I think it's still moving. We will see how it will end up closing, right? So if the candlestick can give us a confirmation, we would be looking at something like this. Then they drop to the downside, right? But okay,
Okay.
we're still gonna wait a little bit. And then, yeah, I think that's what we have because it's the same thing if we drop to H4, we've got that area of interest. And then, yeah, we're just waiting for them. They already broke a little bit up. But if we go to those small time frame, what would we want to see? We've got this situation here, which the market has been going, creating those higher highs. Then we would obviously want to see them start creating these lower lows at this area, right? Start creating a different market structure. We would want to see them start doing something like this in order for us to get these sell opportunity, right? I hope we're
Mm.
together, right?
Yeah, bro. All right. We got two
Yes,
minutes left,
leadership.
man.
Come again.
We got 2 minutes left on this pair.
Okay, so yeah, just by looking at it from weekly, I love how it looks on weekly. It looks very nice. We're just waiting for them to respect. I think weekly holds a very significant power in order for us to find the direction of where the Bitcoin is going. So we just have to be
Mm,
patient a little here on weekly and then see what is the candlestick formation it's going to be. And then with the EMA as well, if it's going to cross and give us a nice confluence with another confirmation. Yeah, I think that's
mm,
all that we could be looking at from BTC. What's the next pair that
mm.
we'll be looking at?
Can we go to gold leadership?
Okay, cool. Nice one. Nice one. Let's remove all. As you can see, at the end of an uptrend, there at the highest high, we've got a rejection. What's that? That's a gravestone doji, right?
Mhm.
That's a very big gravestone doji. Then when we combine the three candlestick, obviously we've got a evening star at this particular area, right? As you can see, the
Mm,
market has been making some impulsive move for the longest time. According to me, what I'm seeing, I think we might find some rest in the meantime right now. So yeah, the last time we saw the market giving us an evening star, this is what happened. We had an impulsive move going to the downside, right? So we could expect
mm,
the same thing on gold right now. Which one was the previous higher high? It's here. We could expect the market to drop up to this area, but the market will tell us when they reach that area where exactly we are going. So what we have right now here on the weekly time frame is just the candlestick formation, the morning star candlestick, right? But we will drag it
mhm,
this last previous higher high, and then we've got this a little bit area of interest at this particular area, which we could expect the market to come back to this area and drop, right? What is the
mm,
EMA saying? The EMA is trading above. It was already crossed. That's another confluence. It's another confirmation, right? But let's see if
mm,
really they are gonna go back to that neckline and drop down because there's something that looks like an M pattern, but I don't really see the other left equal high left on the side. I just see one, but we've got something which looks like a neckline, but it's not. Let's drop down to H4 and see if we can find something interesting. But okay, cool. There's something that I like about H4, which is this area of interest that we have. Previously, when I was busy waiting for them to break to this area of interest, I thought gold was going to give us a head and shoulder here, but it didn't happen. This was going to be a very beautiful head and shoulder, break the neckline, retrace, then we drop down to the next lower low. But it didn't happen like that. The market created an area of interest, just an area with a lot of liquidity at this particular area. Then with this multiple bounce at this same area, but we finally managed to break. As we broke, the market went back to retrace. As they've retraced it, they gave us a candlestick confirmation that bearish engulfing, right? So we could expect the
mm.
market to continue to drop down at this particular area. So we are just gonna be riding on it straight as the market is going to be opening. There's no time to wait anymore. This is what we're going to be waiting for. Let's drop down to small time frame to see if we could possibly find those entries, right? So as the market was going back to create to do the retracement back from that area of interest, right? They created these higher highs, higher lows, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, and then higher low, higher high, and then they took out the previous higher low. They broke from here. They go create a new lower low, come back, retrace back into that last higher low. Then they co-create a new lower low. Then we would expect them to come and retrace back into that lower low. Then they start dropping because that's how market structure is, right? This is what we're looking at
Mhm.
on gold. We're just going to be waiting for this small time frame to create those lower lows. It's the same thing as what I was explaining right now on H1. This is exactly what gold is telling me. Don't forget to tell me if I'm already out of time, right?
1 minute left.
So, come again?
1 minute left.
Sharp. So nothing much, just an interesting pair. We're just waiting for this, for them to break up, then continue to go down. We break. That's it. That's what we're looking at. Yeah,
Okay.
Mhm.
that's what we will be looking at when it comes to gold. I hope you guys got it, right?
Got it.
Sure. What's the next pair that we're going to be looking at?
Euro USD.
Okay, that's another interesting part, which correlates with gold. Did you know that?
The
Hmm?
Euro USD.
Yeah, it correlates
Yeah,
with
it's
gold.
similar.
It
Yeah, it kind
correlates.
of like moves the same way. Yeah.
Do you know why
Mm,
do you know why
okay.
it correlates?
Why? Because of the code.
Yes, because the code is sitting in the same place, in the same
Mm,
side, right? So even this
mhm.
one, I think it's a very interesting pair, which it's been moving impulsive to the bullish side with the bulls buying for the longest time. Since Trump became the president with the tariff things, the dollar has been losing so much. But yeah, I think we might find some rest and stabilize and some certain that's like a stable season for the dollar because yeah, change is difficult. It comes with a lot of effects. So as you can see, we've got this imbalance at this particular area which the market created. But as they left this imbalance, I see a head and shoulder at this particular area. And then immediately after the head and shoulder, the market came back to the neckline. Then we expect them to drop down. There's nothing difficult here. I've said this before. I said to you, support and resistance, guys. It's not always something straight. I always talk about this because it's one of the most important things. Support and resistance, it's not always something like this.
Mm,
Not always something like this. I always tell you that. Support area is just an area which the market constantly or repeatedly touch into. It doesn't matter whether it's horizontal or it's diagonal or whatever. It doesn't matter. If you find something like this, it's still a support area when it pulls back into this area. As long as you can put your trend line or your market structure, it's corresponding with the market. It keeps on taking out the high highs or the lower low. It's the same thing. You understand what I mean? So this
mm,
is what we are looking at. We've got an area of interest right there at the neckline, which the market broke and then retraced it. We are just waiting for the next. We are just waiting to drop up to the next level. That's what we are looking for in terms of Euro USD, right? If you look at it
mhm.
even on daily, I think that's the very same thing that we could possibly find. And then we have a nice head and shoulder, which is very clear at that particular area. You see, we've got a very nice head and shoulder. There's nothing to complicate right there. It's just a beautiful head and shoulder. And then I think we're going to have a beautiful week. Look at when the market reject at that neckline, what candlestick formation it gives us. It gave us a gravestone doji. Can you see it? That's a very beautiful
Mm, mm.
candlestick. It's another confirmation to tell us that we are really, really, really indeed going down. Let's look at the EMA conference and see what it's saying. The EMA already crossed above. It's trading. The market is trading below the EMA. That's another confirmation that we have that we are going down. Yeah, guys, I think we've got something great coming this coming week in the market. I must say this. We've got something,
Yeah, it seems like that.
seems like we've got something great. We've got something great that is coming on the market. Okay, I don't know how many minutes I'm left with, but
Two
that's
minutes
what.
now.
Come again.
2 minutes left.
Okay, let's go to small time frame and just look at how we're going to find the entry as the market was going back to retrace, creating these higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. and then they took out the previous higher low. They go create a new lower low, but the market still pushed up, go create a new higher high. As they were coming back, they broke below that area, right? We could have expected them to do something like this. Then they dropped, but that didn't happen. So how are we going to find our entry? The market did something like this, then they dropped down. Let's go to 15 minutes. Maybe we might find something. There's nothing interesting here. Okay. Okay, I'm loving what I'm seeing on 15 minutes. So after they broke this one, this is what happened. They went back to retrace, as you can see from this area of this small area of interest. Then they dropped down to this area, and then they went back to retrace. And then we could expect them to drop, do something like this. Then we're gonna catch the interest somewhere there. Cheers. Hope you guys understood. That was clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah, clear.
Okay, that's what we're going to be looking at for the Euro USD. Nothing much. Yeah. What next pair that we are looking at? We've done gold, we've done Euro USD, we've done BTC, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's
And then now
AUD, CAD.
AUD, CAD. Okay. AUD, CAD, I think we still have a lot of weight that we need to exercise, right? We still have
Mm-hmm.
a lot of weight that we need to exercise on this one because, as you can see, the market behavior from this side, it was creating these high highs, going to the upside direction. Then they broke out from there. They came back to retrace. They consolidated a little bit. After the consolidation, they had a very huge impulsive move to the downside direction. They came back to this area. We could expect something, but they already started those things of consolidating. So we could expect them to come back to this area. So as I have emphasized, we might have to wait a little bit, right?
Okay.
Let's just pull the fib and see what the fib retracement would say. So this is the impulsive movement that took place, right? So we are sitting at 61.80 retracement phase, right? So as you all know, once the market can come back to this area, it means there's going to be a change of character. Once they can break 78.60%, there's going to be a change of character, right? So you could expect something like this to start happening at this particular area, right? But we are going to see how the market reaction is going to be at this particular moment, but at this particular area. We're going to see how the market reaction is going to be. So, yeah, we just have to wait for some candlestick formation and movement at that particular area. What's going to be happening? Yeah, there isn't really much interesting on it. But yeah, I think we can say let's wait and see. So what we would really want to see happening here is that we would want to see the market breaking out from this and then do a little bit of a retracement. We would want to see something like this from this area and then break down, come back to retrace from the area of interest, then they drop down. That's what I would want to see happening. Let's go to H4. Yep. So yeah, we just have to wait a little bit. But once they break the 71 point what 71 from the neckline, the 70% from the neckline, we are going up. I don't think there's going to be an area where we could go to. The chances of us going down will be very slim. Yeah.
Last one now. GBP, AUD.
Are we done with this one, right?
Yeah, we are done with this one.
Yeah,
Now
with
just
that one, we're down.
GBP,
GBP USD.
AUD.
GBP AUD. Yeah.
Yes. So GBP AUD, we're gonna have to wait a little bit as well because we're gonna wait for the retracement phase to take place at those areas because we've got this area of interest, right? We've got these areas of interest that we have. The market has already pulled down, right? We've got these areas of interest. But I think this is the right area for them to pull up.
Mm.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because this is an area of interest as well.
As well, yeah.
Yeah, if you look at here, the market did this. I don't know why my laptop is so slow. I think maybe I opened too many files. So
Mm.
hmm. So yeah, they came back to retrace. They made this impulsive move, right? So we could see this is a very strong area. We could see something like that, that the market could make a turn back from this area. Because this is monthly, remember?
Mm.
Yeah, this is monthly. So this is an area of interest where we are. So yeah, let's go to H4. I think what we want to see here is very simple, guys. There's nothing complicated as well. It's very simple. It's a very simple thing. We want to see them going back to this area. Oh, I'm seeing flames, guys, this side. My laptop. I don't know what's happening. It's very slow. Yeah, we want to see them going back to that area to retrace, then we go down. I think that's what we want to see at this particular area because we've got this area of interest. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. How many minutes you left with?
2 minutes.
Yeah, I think we can wrap it up. My laptop is very slow. I can't even press anything anymore. I don't know what's happening. So we will just close it from here.
Yeah, we're done
All
anyway.
right. Yeah.
Stop. So these are the pairs that
Okay.
we're gonna be looking at. I'll update them on our Telegram. Yeah, so that people can be aware of them. Yeah, let's try to share the Telegram link, guys, so that we can get people to grow the
Right.
community on our Telegram. I'll send you the Telegram link so that we can also share it. Cheers, guys.
Right.
I'm the
Sure,
one who
leadership.
started. I'm the one who started the meeting, ne?
Yebo.
I reckon I want to record. And I don't remember pressing the recording or dot.
It's recording. It's recording.
Okay. Bye, guys.